Alrighty, so we got a fun one here. So intriguing matchups. So Punahele, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Soriano versus Brennan Allen. I'm just gonna call him Puna from now on because that's just much easier, and I can't butcher that. So Allen does have a 3-inch height advantage, basically the same in reach. But yeah, so break down the striking of these two. So for Puna, he comes in as a southpaw. He's very powerful, got a lot of power in his hands. He likes to 2-3-2, that's what he caught Dusko with. He likes to jab to the overhand when the opponent closes distance. Jab, sit back a bit, wait for them to close distance, and then look for the overhand left. But he will frequently overextend on his left hook or his left overhand. Against orthodox opponents especially, when he's trying to close that distance. But he also has a big telegraph, a big step in, kind of loads up on his strikes. So you can kind of see when he's coming, and then maybe Brennan Allen's going to look for a takedown from there, look to grab the body lock, which is generally what he does. But we'll get into that in a sec. Also, Puna, nice hard straight left off the clinch break, that's generally what he looks for. For Brennan Allen, his hands aren't the best. He will go for the stiff jab or the low calf kick, that's generally the two strikes that he likes to use most often. But basically he's trying to, forward pressure you onto the fence, just kind of feint you, push you back to the fence so you can just kind of clinch or shoot for a takedown. And his favorite takedown definitely is the body lock to the outside leg trip. Puna does have a wrestling background. I think he was NCAA Division 3, I believe. But yeah, we haven't really seen it on display too much in his MMA career. So definitely Brennan Allen's going to test it. Definitely Brennan Allen's going to shoot for takedowns. But Brennan Allen, he's a good grappler. He'll sit down into a guillotine when the opponent's got their posture broken. If he doesn't get that, he has good reversals, good at sweeping opponents, getting up on top position. When he gets in top, he likes elbows in the opponent's guard, very comfortable in the guard of an opponent. And also, if he's on top and they turn or they turn their back in a scramble, he's very quick to take the back and then look for rear naked chokes, flatten them out, ground and pound, what have you from there. How these guys win fights? So for Brennan Allen, he's got good scrambles, and he's very good at creating a grappling environment in his fights and getting people to fight his own fight and just kind of engage him in the grappling department. And for Puna Soriano, he's got serious power when he does connect. We'll get into it in a sec, but yeah. How these guys lose fights? So I think these guys both slow down, in high-paced fights. Brennan Allen, generally in a high-paced grappling fight, he'll slow down probably after the second round, and it seems like Puna Soriano, he does slow after 1.5 rounds, but I haven't seen too much evidence of it. There's only 1 or 2 fights where I believe I saw that, but still a lot to be seen and a lot of unknowns with Puna. But for Brennan Allen, the big one is that he's just very hittable. His head doesn't move off center line. He's got very predictable, footwork and movement. He's always looking to come forward, so he's just quite hittable in general. Path to victory for these two. So for Puna, look to sprawl and brawl. Look to keep it on the feet. No takedowns. I don't think that favors you at all. I think Brennan Allen off his back is quite dangerous, and you don't really want to be in that position. I think you have the biggest advantage on the feet, so you might as well just keep it there. And for Brennan Allen, it's just basically the opposite. Get some respect with your hands first, but for the most part, get the fight to the mat, set a pace with your grappling, and then try and make the fight scramble heavy and try to create that grappling environment, which I was talking about before. But yeah, I think that's the path to victory for you. How I see this fight playing out? So, Gregory Rodriguez, as we saw against Dusko Todorovic, he cracks, but Dusko ate all of his shots. And basically after the first punch that landed clean for Puna, Dusko in their fight was eating the canvas. So this guy has crazy power. And Brennan Allen, he's probably one of the most hittable middleweights in the UFC. So I'm kind of expecting an early KO by Puna here, because it's a very binary fight in my opinion, because if Brennan Allen can get him down, for sure. Yeah, probably. We've never seen Puna off his back in his young MMA career, so it very well could be a wrap if Allen does get on top. But Puna has a wrestling background as well. I haven't seen him defend too many bodylock takedowns on tape, but you'd have to imagine that he's more than capable at defending that position than your average, UFC fighter who doesn't have a wrestling background. But it's just a lot of unknowns, so Also, fight IQ is a little bit of a question mark for me with Puna, because Puna was engaging in the grappling scrambles with Piotr when he had a clear advantage on the feet, and he was hurting Piotr every time he hit him pretty much. So, you know, fight IQ is a question mark there. Maybe he does the same thing against Brendan Allen, which isn't advisable. I think he should keep it on the feet. But yeah, so I'm not too comfortable with picking Soriano, but I have a feeling he puts Brendan Allen out cold in round 1. Hey guys, could you like the video? Helps out a lot with the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. So prediction is Puna Soriano by KO in round 1. That's just what I feel the most likely outcome is, but I think it should be a pick'em. I think they're spot on with the line. You know, basically a pick'em. If I had to pick, I'll go Soriano by KO. I just look to bet anybody if they were like $2.25 or plus 125. I'm not looking to bet a favourite in this fight, so I think the line's correct. So I don't think there's any value on either party, but it seems like Soriano should win, but there's just too many unknowns.